Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of Jim and Ian Fix Things the Hard Way. So quick tidbit here. Even though this was introduced as the first episode, this was the first one that was recorded by me at the Hardway Garage North. However, decided to kind of postpone the production of it, so actually the third episode. So this is going to be maybe shot a little bit differently than some of the other two that Hardway Garage North posted. So just wanted to clarify the false intro, but the rest of the intro does make sense and it outlines the premise of the channel pretty well. So enjoy. Over the last few years, my good friend Jim and I, we have, we try to do as much as we can on our own, and just by the nature of things, everything has to be hard. You watch some people on television, everything seems easy with those TV shows. Some people on, YouTube and Motor Trend app and things like that, you get to see the difficulties, which is pretty refreshing. So Jim and I decided we're going to play around with the idea of making a YouTube channel where we fix stuff and we just show that everything has to be the hardest way possible. I'd say 1 out of 10 jobs go pretty smoothly. So our goal here is to show you the hard way to do simple jobs. Today is the pilot video. And it's, again, what should be a simple job. I've got a pickup truck that I do a lot of towing with. It's a 2005 Chevy Silverado 2500. And recently I've been towing. And the good old Hitch is starting to let go. She is bowing down. I do got a car trailer I tow. Got a truck camper that goes in the back. It's not really the hitch, but this truck does do a lot of work. So new hitch. I talked to a buddy of mine who was actually a former student. Jim and I are both tech teachers, and my former student did some towing for a while. He made a business making a barber shop out of a fifth wheel camper that went around from college campuses in New England. It was a pretty cool idea, but he did a lot of research when he bought a 1-ton dually. I think it was an 04 or 05 Silverado Duramax, and he recommended the Curt hitch. So that's what we've got to work with today. We got a brand new Curt hitch that just got delivered. I went to E-Trailer for that one. And here's what we're working with that nice new box from E-Trailer. So it should be easy. It's probably 6 or 8 bolts to the frame. We've got some wiring bracket here that we gotta monkey around with a little bit. Looks like it's welded to the previous hitch. That's going to be something to deal with. We'll see what the new hitch has for provisions for that. But it's supposed to be easy. 8 bolts in and out. We'll see how this becomes difficult. So step 1 of any job is you got to move your junk in the shop to find a place to work. So see if this thing starts, just to get it out of the way so I have a flat, dry spot to work. Perfectly smooth. All right, so we got the truck back in here. Gonna try to put it up on some ramps. Probably fall off the ramps, probably get some burnouts, probably make a big mess. So watch this. Alright, let's break this box open, see what's in here. Some reviews said that there were bolts, others said there were not. I bet you there's not, and I bet you I'll break all of the bolts, taking my stock hitch off, guaranteed. Well, I already lost my pocket knife, so that's one thing the hard way. Just had it, gotta go find that. All right, pocket knife decided to run away on me, of course. Maybe I'll be able to watch the video and see Where that jumped off to. Box cutter. Hardway. That's a good sign. Okay, so there's in fact the hardware set, and with that, there's instructions. Pretty handy. All right, 4 grade A bolts, a couple of reinforcement pieces. We are good to go. Directions are good, nothing wrong so far. 2001 to 2010 Chevy GMC 2500 HD and 3500 long beds. OEM replacement with factory cutout bumper only. I think I have that. Remove spare tire. That actually works. Got to dig out the frickin' that long bar to get it down. Remove 14 millimeter bolts from bumper bracket on both sides. Save and reinstall. Raise hitch and align with weld nuts. 14 millimeter bolts. Reinstall 14 millimeter bolts. Install 1/2 inch 13 carriage bolts. That's what that came with, so I do have to reuse the stock ones. Reinstall spare. Torque all hardware to 110 foot-pounds. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I pulled my spare tire drop down rod system here out of the back, which is always fun. Put this together. Drop that spare tire out of the way. That was fun. Let's get some tools, bust this off. Surprisingly easy. All right, got something that's different size there. Okay, two for two. This is where stuff gets normal. Okay, so that's just spinning. Of course. That's about what I expected with this impact. Okay, let's break this bumper cover. This is kind of interesting. You can see the bow that the old hitch from bending, I believe, placed on the old bumper. That's fun. You can bang those out. Anyway, our spinning nuts are down in there. All right, so this is pretty good. Looking around, trying to jam something in that nut spinning inside the bumper. I had this flat piece of metal laying around, thought I could maybe jam that in there, fit in, but it was about a 1/4 inch maybe, too small. Scrap pile number 2, bigger chunk of 3/8, fits in there perfectly. Should spin right off. That would be too easy.
Maybe I can put a booger weld on there, and then the block will stay, and the nut will stay, and the other stuff will come out. Let's try it. Should do. Gas is on. Little block of metal did a burnout. The tack broke. That's what we're working with here. We're down in this hole. You can see the block. That's what I'm tacking together to try to get it to stay. You can see we barely have any threads left. We just got to get it out. Maybe that'll hold a little better. Nope. This is the kind of stuff that I wouldn't have thought about, can't read about, and don't tell you about. I think we missed the last part. Let's do that one up. Oh, maybe not, it's like still going. So this requires gonna be some fixing things the hard way yoga. Use my arms, use my legs, use my body. These little spacers, these go in the two forwardmost holes. There's a big spacer and a small one. And that gets the new 1/2-inch hardware, grade 8 carriage. And then I reuse 2 of the old bolts, the 6, and nothing gets used in the bumper. So that'll be cool. I'll be able to smash those guys down. I don't know if I should put those bolts back in. I guess I'm not, so that was a waste to weld that, but it's there for now and be there for later. All right, I'm gonna try to get this thing hung up there. Yoga. Danielle'll be proud of me. Danielle's my girlfriend. Who always wants me to do yoga. I won't. I'm starting to wish I didn't put this up. Lift. Ramps. That probably would have been better without it. Hitch is off. New hitch is on. Looking real nice. Real nice. So, goal now is, oof, look at all that nastiness. We gotta cut this little plate off here. Gotta cut on those little welds, and I'm going to zip that right on to the new one. It'll dangle down a little, but we got more clearance than we did before, so this is going to raise my hitch, so that'll be interesting.
I may need a new drop hitch because as it was, this one was, made my trailer, the tail on my trailer a little low so the ramps didn't go down, especially with the airbags jacked up. So that'll have to go, but let's get this thing cut off. I couldn't see anything that was happening there, just fun fact. That's always good. Probably don't need this anymore, don't even know what it is. Like a label, get rid of that. I'm just gonna weld it on the top there. So I'm gonna trim this up a touch. Just threw a quick mark on there, and that's going to represent a little bit that I've got to grind away of this wonderful powder coating, which I don't really want to do, but it's got to go. So I'll probably weld along the top, a couple little tacks on the side so it doesn't go like that, and that'll be that. It's going to be a low dangler though. Definitely the lowest thing. That makes me nervous, but best option we got. I think I like it as much as I'll like anything. Alright, threw a zip tie in the wiring, got the harness back in. Time for a coat, good old fashioned rattle can. Stuff's just as good as powder coat, right? Alright, got a converter to flat 4. This thing's cool, it's got some lights on it right here. That little test option. We have taillights. We have 2 blinkers. I'm pretty worried about that. The dangle, the old hang low, that plug, do some creek crossings and stuff. Bet you I'll rip it off. Oh well, come up with a better option next time. Well, that wasn't very hard. That was good. A little mess to clean up here. Not too bad though. Not too many tools out. Hopefully you enjoyed the first episode of
fixing things the hard way.